Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier. Okay, and we're back with reality recap. A little behind. Rhode Island. Um, on this one, Alicia, her fiance, is making her drive, and boy, is the poor girl a nervous driver that she needs crackers, like she says. I need crackers. So she needs her crackers. She needs peppermint oil, rose water spray, and gum. And she said driving makes her dizzy. She can't breathe, nauseous, and yeah, she's a hot mess to drive. Poor girl. I don't know how far they had to go, but it looked like they were in little like side streets and then the highway and side streets and the highway. And that's funny, when they finally got there, he was driving, so I guess she had enough. And she's still upset about Liz saying she wasn't homeless. Well, in her eyes she was, because she lost her home that she had with her mom and dad. And if it weren't for her grandparents taking them in, then yeah, essentially they would be homeless. So, you know, that's how she felt, and I think Liz needs to stop and back off. If that's how Alicia felt, then that's how she felt. And Alicia's driving. She went through 2 stop signs. And since they were going to Rula's house, she wasn't sure about talking about the video. And then we go to Rosie is walking her dog with her pink moon boots. Those look like fun. And she tells Rich about Kelsey getting her stuff still paid for, like her apartment and everything. And that she is having Kelsey come over to cut her hair. So then next we see Kelsey and her mom come over to see her apartment, help her unpack, put things together. And Kelsey was saying she's used to having everything done for her laundry, cleaning, and whatnot. So that's going to be an adjustment for her. And she wanted to live on her own, at least for a year. The guy she's seeing, Billy, said she can move in with him, and she says, no, I got to do this on my own. And the other thing she needs to do, she wants to be independent. She needs to pay for everything herself and not have her ex paying for her car, her health insurance, her car insurance, and her rent. Okay. And Billy wants her to get rid of the car. I think he would like any sign of him like gone out of her life. Otherwise he probably feels they can't move forward. I'm not sure. Can only imagine how uncomfortable he's feeling. Okay. So, back to Ashley. And she is telling, well, first she gives her son Dossman treatments because he had asthma and was in the hospital when she had left the last episode, the party. So, Dawson's doing better, and Ashley's mom is there, and oh, she is so pretty. The girls look so much like their mom. So Ashley's telling Liz all about the trip and what happened, and that she did have fun with the slide and that. And then she said she needs help to do a reel. Next, we see Joe Ellen, and they meet. Joe Ellen and her sister meet her mom at the grandpa's house because they were cleaning it out, and then they had a heart-to-heart talk with the mom, and the mom not not being maternal. And the mom apologized. She said she had too much on her plate and that she wasn't shown love by her mom. But it's strange because Joellen said she felt loved from the grandpa. So that's kind of interesting. But the mom apologized, and I hope, for the sake of her and her sister and Joellen's kids, that things get better with that relationship. So next we see Liz and Dolores, and they are making menopause gummies. And you know what? Dolores did a podcast on this on 2Ts, and the gummies aren't done yet. So, still trying them out. I cannot wait because I would like some. That is so relatable. And an interesting fact about Rhode Island, it's the first state to make menopausal women a protected class in the workplace. That is awesome. I really like that. Finally, we get to Rula's house where Billy... It's not Billy. Is it Billy? I am so bad at names. No. Oh, I cannot think of her fiance's name. I want to say it's Billy. I know there's a Billy, there's a Gary. Maybe it is Billy because Rula's husband's Brian. Okay. So that, yeah, it is Billy. So they finally get there. And really nice setup and dinner that they have. They have salad, they have pasta, and then they have steak. So that was really nice. And Brian is talking about his practice. He's a foot doctor. They also do Botox and Ozempic. That's very interesting. And Alicia was asking questions about that. Alicia does not need any of that. And then Brian's phone beeps and he walks off and comes back and said it was a work call. And then Alicia talks about how long were they together before they got married and how they met. And Brian said they met at a bar, and when she was getting her drink, he made it a double, and he did that often. Okay. Creepy Brian. I don't think that's cool. And, of course, Alicia doesn't feel comfortable saying anything about the video. So, last, Kelsey goes to Rosie and has a siren and a megaphone and being obnoxious, saying, "House police, this isn't 8,000 square feet, more like 8,000 inches. And Rosie was annoyed, like, that wasn't cool. And she's like, "Oh, can't you take a joke?" Well, Rosie didn't think it was funny. Honestly, I didn't think it was funny. If somebody did that to me, yeah, I wouldn't think it was funny either. And, of course, because of that, she does have Kelsey come in her house, but it escalates. And the two are arguing about it. Rosie even had a tape measure and plans out. And she gets really heated. She's like, "I'm really getting sick of you talking behind my back, talking about, how big is my house going to be and that. And you pulling up here doing that didn't help." And Kelsey's firing back saying it was a joke. So those two were going at it, that Rosie kicked her out of the house and threw her bag out of the house. So no haircut there. And it ends with Rosie slamming the door and calling her a slam pig. And I had to look that up because I did not know what that was. It means a promiscuous woman who is unattractive and is a hump and dump. So, yeah. That was very interesting. So we're going to talk about the second episode that aired last night, because today is Monday, Memorial Day, May 26th. All right. Episode number 2, which aired yesterday. Every time there's a holiday on a Monday, I get so messed up. It feels like a Sunday, not a Monday. But I love my long weekends. Alright. So, we start with Kelsey's driving home from Rosie's house and calls Liz, tells her what happened, calls Rosie a liar, says she's the one that slept with married men, which Kelsey has been saying this quite a bit throughout the whole series. And next is Ashley and Jared go to the restaurant depot to get stuff for trivia night. And Rosie calls Ashley saying, if Kelsey goes, I don't want to go. And Ashley's like, saying to, after she gets off the phone with Rosie, she's saying to Jared, I don't like this. One saying I'm not coming at the other. She goes, it puts me in a bad place, and I don't want to do it. So Ashley still invites Kelsey. So for trivia night, it's Rosie, Kelsey, Ashley, Joellen, and Liz. No Rula. Rula said she didn't want to go because she doesn't want to be around Joellen. We really haven't seen Ruella much, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be season 2, so I wonder if she's not going to come back. So Rosie calls I'm sorry. Rosie calls Joellen and had told her what happened. Okay. Next, we see Rula and Alicia at the beach. And they see Amanda. And apparently Amanda is neighbors with Joellen, but they're on the outs. So now Rula's making, speculations, what is Joellen doing? People are, arguing with her or not getting along with her and not wanting to be friends with her anymore. Okay. Whatever, right? And then Rula gives Alicia financial advice. Interesting. So then we have a dinner. Liz, Joellen, Kelsey, and their mates. And, of course, they're talking about that Rosie called Joellen and talking about what happened and the slam pig thing. And, when they, there's a word for it where they interview the housewife, and this is after it's filmed. Liz calls Joellen a banana peel because she's slippery and she takes both sides. I really don't understand that, but anyway, Kelsey asks if it's okay for an ex to still pay bills, and you see Bill's face, and he doesn't seem to like it. I can't blame him. And, Kelsey's trying to justify she was with him 10 years, wasn't married to him, blah, blah, blah. And, Kelsey makes a jab at Alicia. I don't want to be homeless like Alicia, which I didn't think that was cool. So, that was that for that dinner. Trivia night. Ashley has 2 tables, and she, of course, puts Kelsey and Rosie at separate tables. And I didn't think too much of this. Kelsey comes in with a sash saying "Slam Pig," and a crown on, and her hair in pigtails, and it was very distasteful, very disrespectful to Ashley, because that is her business, Audrey's Coffee House, that they're doing the trivia at. I did not think that was cool. And so, like I said, I think it got to be too much for Ashley, and she got upset, and she's like, enough, and she's just tired of the back and forth and the bickering and that. And next thing you know, you see Liz under the table hiding, and then Alicia, and then Joellen, and then Ashley is under there. So the 4 of them are under the table, and Rosie and Kelsey are going at it, and finally Rosie had enough and walks out. And like I said, this is trivia night. There are other people there, like regular people, so not cool. So next, we see the next day, Alicia's giving Billy a presentation of Pizza Mama. And what makes it so unique, the chandelier she has, and then she has marketing ideas, like a heart pizza, a bow on the box for certain occasions, on that mama notes, like putting like nice positive notes on the boxes, and then uniforms. And he is very receptive, because she wants to be a partner, and wants her daughter to be, see that she's a role model. And Billy said yes, and acknowledges her and what she has put into it. I guess they're going to have more restaurants. I don't know if they're going to be franchises or what, but that's good. Because her presentation was really good. She did a PowerPoint and everything. So he told her she needs to start one thing. I think it's going to be the uniforms. So, next, Rosie calls Ashley and apologizes. And she said she's done with Kelsey. And then that they're going to go to Boston to see her husband, Rich, perform. And Kelsey's not invited. And next we see Liz, and she's talking on the phone. And she's got this, like, rubber, it's like, almost like a sticky hand. You know how you throw stickies up against a wall and it sticks? Well, this is like a sticky hand. And it's on a stick, and she's slapping her face with it. I have no idea what that is, or if that's something new with a facial regimen. I will have to look it up, but I was just like, okay, very interesting. And then next we see Ashley on the phone with her sister, how to tone her hair. And no Rula again. And we have Liz, Alicia, and Joellen meet at Joellen's to go to Boston. They bring a charcuterie board, and they're struggling. Where should I hold it? You hold it. And somehow they got it to stay between the 2 seats. And Alicia and her, oh, my cracker. Her and her crackers. I love her. But it gets heated. Liz and Joellen change seats. So Liz and Alicia are facing each other, and it's all about the homeless thing again. And I guess they're disagreeing on the meaning of homeless. And Liz keeps telling me, you weren't homeless, you weren't homeless. And Alicia's like, this is very upsetting. That was my childhood home, and my dad had sold it, and my mom and I had nowhere to go. And Liz is trying to say, well, Alicia's got a lot of family. But yeah, um, I'm on Alicia's side with this, because when I got divorced, I had to go and find a place to live for me and the kids. I did not want to stay in the house. I wanted to get out of the area to get away from the bullcrap. And if I would have stayed in the house, he would have come and go as he pleased. I would have not had privacy. The whole point of divorcing him was to get away from him and have the privacy and no control. So it was best I get out of there. And I was glad I did. But yeah, I am with Alicia on that. That was her definition of being homeless. Like, they didn't have a home of their own, and I guess they were staying in her grandparents' basement. So, Alicia, I totally feel for you and agree with you. And if Liz can't understand that, that's what it meant to you, being homeless, then that's on Liz. Don't feel bad for how you feel. And I'm sorry, Liz isn't understanding it. I understand it. So, girl, I am with you. So, I feel sorry for Joellen, because she's trying to get them to calm down. And that's where it ends. So, next Sunday should be very interesting. It will be episode 10. I don't know how many episodes they're going to have. But Ashley was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. I really loved seeing her there. She looked awesome. I loved her dress. Caitlin Bristow was in the audience. That was a good show. And Ashley made a comment that Rosie will have receipts at the reunion, that she really lost her job quit her job due to illness, not because Kelsey's going around saying that she slept with somebody there. And Kelsey's also saying that she slept with a coach, and that coach paid her off for her silence. So, all right, stay tuned. I really love Rhode Island, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come back for next season, but who knows if Rula is, and who knows if we're going to ever see she's told about that video. So, all right, that is it for Rhode Island.
We love our scrappy peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.